Aaron, what's your perspective as you're watching sort of the bizarre ways that the runs were scored, first when the Indians tie it and then how Romine gives you the lead?
It's definitely more nerve-wracking watching up here. I've walked about a mile up here. I've watched every TV in this clubhouse. A little bit of a wacky game there, but you know, Rowe with a good at-bat there to ultimately give us the lead, and then our bullpen does what they do. And so, you know, it wasn't always perfect and pretty, but a really good win for us tonight.
Can you just take us through the ejection and the play and what happened?
Looks like they got the call right. I just thought it was a foul ball, and I thought I had gotten word that it hit hand and bat, and so I thought it was going to be a bad look when a ball goes back to the screen on a swing, and so but in looking up here, looks like they got it right, and yeah, move on.
You said you almost kind of like black out in tirades like that. What's going through your mind when you're just?
Yeah, not black out. I'm trying to take inventory of what's going on and you know, try and influence a little bit of a decision there, especially as they get together to meet. And at that point, I'm thinking foul ball, and you know, obviously we can't challenge something like that. So I just didn't want it to be a bad look when a ball goes straight back to the screen. So you know, just kind of out there trying to fight for the situation, really.
Why can't you challenge that, or at least ask for not a challenge, like an umpire review to see? I mean,
you can't if the foul, you can't. If like their call was it hit him and he clearly swung, which they appealed. So there's nothing to argue there other than if they don't have it as a foul ball, we can't go challenge a foul ball.
Aaron, we knew the bullpen was probably going to be a strength going into the season, but the way they've performed this first half, have they maybe even exceeded those high expectations?
They've been great, and more guys have stepped up in different roles. So guys have really, you know, with the emergence of Holder and even what Cole's been able to do for us, you know, we just have had a lot of guys that we've been able to count on, you know, especially after the first couple weeks that they were a little bit slow out of the gates. But since then, you know, they've been terrific and a big reason why we're in a pretty good position right now.
You had Green up. Was that just in case the score got to before? The lead got to before? Were you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Worried about Chapman?
No, we weren't worried about Chapman. That was just if it became a non-save situation, we probably would have gone to Greeny.
What's it like seeing your catcher score on a double?
Once I knew he was okay, it was good. You know, just, you know, with the leg issues and stuff he's been dealing with, to see him moving pretty well around the bases, to see him kind of look like he was coasting in the second and to change directions on a good read once he realized he could get to third. That was good, and then a little extra help to get him in.
Aaron, what should have happened on that the pop-up in the ninth inning there with Romine and Duhar?
I'll have to get with them, but you know, if any of the corner infielders there can come in and make the play, it's an easier play always for the infielder. Now, if you're going to come that far and make that play, you just got to be emphatic about, I got it, I got it, I got it, and the catcher doesn't have priority and he can get out of there. I don't know if, you know, if that happened, you know. You know, just watching the replays, but not having talked to Rowe or Miggy about it yet.
How about the play where they scored the 2 runs on that infield single, Aaron? What are you seeing as that develops?
Off the bat, you know, I see the chopper, and I'm thinking we're going to get out of the inning, and then when Miggy retreats and it's kind of that tough in-between hop, you know, Buddy made the play, and then the throw, and you see it pull. I mean, it kind of happens. I feel like emotionally speaking, I feel like we're out of the inning, and then, oh no, it's tied. So, you know, in a perfect world, if you read it right away, you know, you go attack that and get a big hop. But that's one of the tough things about playing that position is you got to be really quick on your feet as far as making those split-second decisions, but he made a pretty good play to secure it, and I think if he makes probably a good throw, he probably gets him online. So tough play, you know, a little rough at the time, watching it become a tie game there, but the guys kept fighting.
CC pitched better than his numbers?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he's really good. You know, just a couple plays not made there that could have been, and he's probably through that inning easily, and definitely a different line, certainly. But I thought he threw the ball well. I thought he was in I thought he was in command most of the night. You know, gives up the second run, the hit and the stolen base and a ground ball, and then with us having a lead at that point, us playing the infield back to get the second. But really, I thought he was in pretty good command most of the night, and was pretty pitch efficient as well.
With that play with Andrew Hart, is that just a kind of a bizarre hop, or is that a fair example of what you talked about the other day regarding places where he can improve, where he can kind of make, take a step forward with the defense at third?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those that's going to happen sometimes to great defenders, whatever. You know, at third, it's so much about getting a quick read with your feet, and there are times when it's smart to retreat to get yourself a better hop, and especially if you secure it, your arm strength is good enough to get them. You know, there's some times where if you read that perfectly and you attack it right away, you can go get that big hop, and it's a little bit easier of a play. But sometimes that's that's one of the biggest challenges, I would say, of playing third is if you don't go right away at that ball, it can turn into an in-between hop and eat you up. So I thought he did a good job because it ended up being a tough hop, and he handled it, just didn't complete the play.